All right, gang. We're back. And boy, are we back. Fiona Leeser. You ran the course today.
Yeah.
So now you're here with me and Zachy in the commentary booth and the technician T over there. We can't hear him, thankfully. What did you think of the course? Hard, easy, or medium?
Boring.
I thought it was pretty easy.
Pretty easy? Did you finish the course?
No.
Interesting.
I
don't know what that says.
Pretty easy until
The
the
first
slider.
obstacle?
No. The first obstacle was easy.
You think that was easy?
Yes.
You looked a little nervous up there.
Well, of course
Zach
I was
said
nervous.
You were nervous?
Yes, I'm always nervous.
Oh, gosh. So is Zach. So am I. You know who's not nervous? T-Money. Well, gang, should we take a look at the course that these guys are going to run? Do we have time to watch this or what? Why don't we take a look at the course video? There's Caleb Rhines.
He's
Boom.
Caleb Rhines.
It's Caleb Rhines.
I'm
Obstacle one,
surprised
obstacle two.
he's not competing.
Yeah.
He's a really good
He
athlete.
was, yeah, he's decent. He was just nervous about, he was nervous. More nervous than you? More nervous than you were, apparently, because you competed. So he tested. He will probably compete next year, but he'll be competing in the pro division. Boom, look at that. This whole course, little bit breath holdy. You know what I mean by breath holdy, Fiona?
No.
No? Little, saying you're nervous about it is a good way to summarize it. Sometimes you hold your breath. A lot of, like, the first obstacle, you're 10 feet up. And then you have all these, you have, like, this kind of strange parkour style jumps and direction changes. And then you get into, like, a classic type of obstacle like this.
Yeah.
Kind of like a classic grip line, even though it meanders a little bit. And it swings kind of weird, but then you have this zone. Did you get to this point?
No.
No, okay.
But I was really hoping to.
Yeah.
Even though this was the obstacle I was most nervous about, I still
Yeah?
wanted to try it.
You move on today too?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Try
you're
it
probably gonna try it
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bigger move.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that?
No.
No.
Oh, come on.
Lame.
So then this is their final obstacle for today.
My mom guessed that it would be painted
Yep.
today.
That's a good
And
guess.
of course, it was painted
Yep.
today.
Mom's always right, huh?
Because it's always painted, even if it isn't.
In the walkthrough video,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, huge shout out to Primo Chalk. See their logos down at the bottom. They hooked us up. They hooked us up fat. In fact, I think they hooked up every single finalist competitor. I'm pretty sure that if you were a Midwest Ninja Series finalist, you walked out with Primo swag. And if you win the pro division, you're going to walk out with Primo money, like cold hard cash. Which is nuts for a company to do that for a local gym like this. If you are trying to furnish your gym with chalk, man, check Primo out. It's we haven't run into a chalk company that does for us what they've done. So anyway, we're doing the Midwest Ninja Series retry system. The third fall ends your run. What do you guys think about that format? Do you wish that it was unlimited? So 3 falls per obstacle. Do you wish that it was 1 fall and you're done? What do you guys think of formats?
I'm a big fan of this format.
Of this one? What
Yeah.
about you, Fiona? Would you rather have 3 falls per obstacle? Would you rather have 1 fall and you're done? Would you rather you can have as many falls as you want? It's just point-based. What do you think?
I like the NSC format and also the WNL format,
Yeah.
but this format is also good.
So you kind of like them all, huh?
So yeah.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. What's your least favorite format? One fall and done?
Yeah, probably.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think
Especially with like balance obstacles and stuff where it's
such a heartbreaker.
yeah. It is such a
One
heartbreaker.
mistake, this can be can be just a genuine mistake or just something really stupid and just taking you out
Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah.
Yep, or overshoot a block or something like that, and that's the end of your run. Well, here we go. Speaking of athletes and formats and stuff, here's somebody who's been in the game for a long. You guys might not know Chris, but Chris is actually the first person that I met in Ninja, and he is onto the course.
I never saw him compete.
Yeah, well, he competed in one of these, and when I first started Ninja, how old are you, Fiona?
9.
2, 3? So you were probably an idea when I first walked into a Ninja gym. I don't think you existed yet. So basically, I was like researching Ninja, and I found this guy had some obstacles on his property, and I Googled where to show up and sent the dude a message, and I showed up to this dude's property who had obstacles kind of in a barn, and knocked on the door, and he answered the door. It was him and a guy named Dylan, Coach Dylan. You guys might remember him or not. Yep,
What year was it?
Dilly Bar?
1931. Yeah, Dilly Bar.
I
It
did
wasn't
not know that.
1931. It was like 2016.
Oh. Well, then I was
1931?
alive.
Why didn't you even question that? Think I'm over 100 years old?
No.
Just barely. So he's going to have to wait this reset timeout. For those of you who are just tuning in or don't understand the format, there's a mandatory 10 seconds that he's going to have to wait. There he goes. A little bit more comfortable that time. Light, confident feet's kind of the name of the game here. Boom, just like that. And secures the point. Nice save. You see that right foot kind of hooked the block?
Yeah.
That was smart. Back into the sliding zone.
Proven to be a pretty difficult obstacle today.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was, so we went through like a mess of different ideas on this particular, and I can't give anything away because we might end up using some of them for
Tomorrow.
another comp.
Or another comp.
Yeah, another comp. But we went through a lot of different ideas on that one. That's the one we kind of landed on. It'll be a little bit different for pros. Onto the ring move here.
Not quite lined up.
Yeah, not quite. I think there's a slight chance he might just be able to reach, maybe.
I think it's just too far.
Yeah, maybe just outside of wingspan. See if he can save this.
Yeah.
I think he's got.
I think if he
might
goes
just be
for it
going for
here.
whatever's closest. Yeah, there we go. You'd love to see it. He is lined up here, but it's going to be a little short. Up now, he's going to have to wait a full cycle. So we'll see if he can figure this out. I mean, you guys know the name of the swing design mechanic here. He should be kicking off to his right and then looping around on the backswing to make it happen. But he's kicking toward the block, it's going to fight against him. You can see him getting a little bit tired. You can see the body language.
His approach
gotta-
was kind of my approach on the first try.
Yeah. That's a good run. Atta Chris. Been a long time hanging. Nice work. Up next, let's go take a look at the warped ball, huh? There it is.
The lonely ring.
The lonely ring. Look at that thing. Just dangling.
And the Seb's warped wall.
And then Seb doing the warped ball, trying to get a workout in. Never stop grinding. That's Seb. Seb, never stop grinding. The Bastion.
I think I've heard that.
That was
before.
Amy. Clean. Nice smooth dismount. We only saw one person all day take a backswing on that ring. So far.
Who was it?
Day is young.
know.
11 to 13 division. Josie, I think.
Yeah, just Josie.
Josie?
I know Sadie was talking about being worried about that.
She would. She absolutely 100% would. Take an extra swing or two here to be sure. Yeah, with these huge moves like this in this comp, we have to double up on the dismount platforms to help stop the overshoot. Smart. That's smart. I like that idea to go hands to kind of control the extra momentum. What was your favorite obstacle of the day, Fiona?
I don't know. I liked the first one.
Yeah?
That was fun.
Can't not like just a big swing.
Yeah.
What was your least favorite? Be honest.
I don't know.
Can't say
Come
T-money.
on,
Probably the gold ring or the slider.
You think so?
Yeah.
That slider was pesky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Might not be lined up here. Gonna have to take the cycle.
I think probably, I would say the slider is probably worse.
Yeah, it
Just
depends on
watching
the
people
age
do it.
division. This is so technical.
If you're an adult,
Yeah,
the
there we
slider, you could probably monkey bar.
Yeah,
Unless you have really short arms.
Yeah, unless you don't have arms at all, then it would be a lot harder to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But then again, I think like a lot of the obstacles would be hard to do.
Is this course a teeth on or off course, I guess?
Teeth, always teeth.
Okay, so, I mean, it's
she had it.
still doable for sure.
Yeah, 100% doable. Definitely has the time to do it. This is such these sharp direction changes and tough swing design. It's a really good thing to practice if you're competing at OA. We kind of have a reputation for, swing design and direction change and stuff. Nicely done. Look at that.
Nails
That might be my
Nice.
favorite save of the day.
Yeah.
That was just a perfectly stuck out hand.
Wait,
Yep.
what about my save?
Your save was good. Don't get me wrong, Fiona. Don't get me wrong. Your save was good. Here we go.
Stabilizing at the other posts.
Yep. Look at that. Comfy. It's a good clean tech. Definitely has time for this next point. The pendulums afterward are going to be a tall order, but should certainly have time. Amy's has really good endurance. See that? Kind of one-handing the cones. Oh, come on. You got it. You got it. Maybe a little bit of a pull-up or go back to the previous cone? What do you think?
I think I'll
It's-
pull up
I
with the
think she
time
should
left.
pull up.
Yeah, probably a pull-up. No, I don't want that to be the way. Just timing out. Unfortunate, but never. Doesn't lose the strength, but
It was a solid run.
that was a very solid run. But up next, we have Carrie.
Her son was in the 11 to 13 division, I believe. Caleb,
Yes.
I think.
Why are you following her son around?
I'm not.
That kind of sounds like it. So why are you smiling like that?
Why are you smiling like that? Boom! Clean dismount. On to obstacle number 2. Hard course. For championship qualifying course or semifinals course. Definitely has the momentum to make the dismount. Nicely done.
Such huge swings.
Yeah.
And then such big impacts too afterwards as well.
Yep. It's that heart pumping. There we go. That's nice footwork. Look at this confidence. Just under 3 minutes left. Definitely be enough. You can see next to the timer that counts down, if you see where it says Carrie Peltier, it says 245, 244. Next to that is her rank within the Midwest Ninja Series ecosystem.
She's an iron 2.
Yep. Next to that, there is clears and fails. She's totally clean to this point.
Yep.
And halfway through the obstacles by number. Definitely not halfway through the true meat of the course, because they get harder as you go. What's your guys' favorite kind of meat?
Bacon.
Bacon?
That's
okay.
a good
That's a good
choice.
answer.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
It's a tough choice. There's so many.
You can
good
put
ones.
bacon on literally ice cream. Like, I've had bacon on ice cream. Like bacon bits on
You
certain
can
ice
put
creams.
bacon. You can put bacon on anything.
You can put bacon in your pocket.
You can.
Could.
If you have bacon in a pocket, you could easily put it in your pocket.
Yeah, but you might get confused and eat your pocket.
Yeah, that's true.
It's happened. Not to me, for sure, but I've heard it can happen.
Yeah, but somebody else it could.
I'm sure it could happen.
Waits the reset, timeout. Gets a little bit tangled up. So it's interesting which obstacle becomes the issue for each age group. You know what I mean? The first one, balance.
Yep.
Like that would turn into an immediate headache. And then there was the slider also. For the adults, I mean, I gotta say it's this one.
Seems to be this ring one.
There we go. And it's getting to this gold ring. It's just tricky.
And then it just still not being over when you get
Yeah.
to it as well.
Yep, 100%. Well, you kind of go right, or you kind of go. Oh, must have
Just
dabbed
missed.
down. You could see the sigh.
You make this one really hard move, and then you have another one right after.
Yep. I mean, it's a mirror of that first move, kind of. Let's see. We'll see. Like, yeah, she's gonna be more tired now, but she will at least have done it before. Ooh, that could have been her chance. She's gonna have to realign again. Showing good conditioning, though. Still hanging. Real tricky. It is championship course, though. And that's going to be time. That's the third fall. Great run. Nice attempt there out of Carrie. Up next, we have... Whoa! Watch this. Are you ready? Bam! See that? No dad? Dad. No dad? Dad. You've never seen that trick before, have you? Well, there he is.
Fiona, you know who this is?
Yes.
Of all the obstacles in this whole course, what do you think that Martin is... What do you think that he is most nervous about?
Cones. The
Really?
cones. He hates cones.
He does?
Yes.
I don't blame him.
I love cones. Cones are the best thing in the world.
We set a lot of obstacles. I probably told you this before. We set a lot of obstacles specifically for Martin's height.
Yeah. In mine and his walkthrough video, when you said the adults would be slightly higher, I joked that you were thinking of him when you said that
You weren't
sentence.
joking. We specifically are thinking about him.
Yeah, they have like a cardboard cutout.
We
of him
literally
in the
say,
back.
like, is this going to be okay for Martin, like, when we're setting? I promise when we're setting. I know. You know how you, like, pencil people's heights on the wall?
Well, you have
We
the
had to do that
cardboard
to Martin.
cutout.
We do have a cardboard cutout, yeah.
Yes, and they usually just drag
Or
that
we could get,
on.
like, an inflatable Martin doll. It would be a lot easier because then it's, like, more three-dimensional than the...
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just him reaching up.
Well, you can make the arms move too, even.
Yeah,
Get some
like one of those
joints.
wacky, like,
Yeah.
inflatable car wash dolls, but it's just Martin-shaped.
What do you think, Fiona?
What do you think? You guys have one that we can borrow?
No.
You have a bunch of those in your yard?
No.
There's Martins everywhere. Oh, he's going for a beta break. Okay. No, he's
Oh,
savable.
he's
He's
sa-
still clean. He's still clean. I don't hate the idea, dude. Like, I actually don't hate the idea.
I don't think he does either. He went for it again.
I wish I could yell advice to him because I want somebody to get this. Okay, he didn't take a fall though.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
I actually think he could potentially reach.
Yeah.
I mean, we set it so that Skinny could. Oh man, I think he can link this. I think he can link it. Oh, he's set up for. He might be set up for the infinity here. Oh, he'll have to wait a whole cycle, maybe. You do not want to take a fall here after all this like pulling and stuff. There we go. Gotta crank that right hip. It's got it. Look at that.
It's a 1-2.
Whoo-wee. He stood right up.
I'm so happy he did a little leg kick.
He hates those cones, huh?
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna have
Look
to
at that.
face
Look at that casual step. He didn't even have to take the scenic route. Got a minute left.
Yeah.
So you know why he hates cones so much, or
No.
no? He just
He
has.
just hates cones.
Come on, dude.
Have you ever taken a bite out of one of these cones?
No.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
I don't know. I like a lot
Come
of them.
on, dude. Please don't fall.
No!
Oh, no,
At the last
what do you think
one.
here? What do you think he should do differently?
I don't know.
You don't know? If you were to give him advice right now, what do you... Okay, there we go. I like what I'm seeing. You know, it's tricky to see. But the cones are restricted in a way. I think that's time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dang, good run out of Martin. Oh, you did? Okay. Well, that's a great run out of Marty. Let's see who we have next. There he is. It's Andrew Peltier. Peltier. I think I ask this every stream. Do we not have Mr. Sebastian hanging from the warp tool anymore?
What happened?
I think he did.
Got tired.
I don't believe that. Seb doesn't get tired.
Especially since he has like a 3.5 minute break between each time he has to give the ring to
That's a good point.
the
He's got no
winners.
reason to complain. He gets a 3.5 minute break every 3.5 minutes.
I think you should tell him that. Can you tell him that for us?
Maybe.
Thank you.
Andrew's moving kind of quick here.
Yeah, he's moving pretty fast.
There he goes. I like that everybody's confident to link through that.
Yeah, they're moving through it like it's nothing. I thought it would be more of a challenge if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I did too. We're a minute in, and it's got half the points so far. No falls.
I have to wait out another cycle.
Yep, crank that right hip and commit.
I mean, he's
Nicely done.
crushing it so far.
Yeah, he looks smooth. See the approach here. We saw Martin skip. See if people start to use that beta. Nope, taking the safe route.
They're probably not tall enough.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, do you... I mean, most of these athletes have to know that we're going to modify the course for tomorrow. So things that could be more difficult that are, you know, like the skip your dad did, right? It's probably a good idea to if you're, you know, at least moderately confident in doing it, it's probably a good idea to do it so that tomorrow's not such a surprise when you might not be allowed all this extra equipment, right? Or do you take the safe route and do the obstacle in its default to secure yourself a better run order for tomorrow? It's kind of a tricky decision to make here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Normally, I go in between of taking the risks and playing it safe.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes in the course I take risks, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, and the more experienced you get, the things that you consider risks now aren't really even risks. They're an afterthought, so. Like right here, like he could be eyeballing the pit pillow and not even the block. Which I don't even think he needed the block.
He had plenty of momentum.
Here we go. I think we're going to see a clear here. Probably a
Me
full
too.
clear.
Full clear, I think.
Definitely has time to do it.
Definitely. You know, this
Nailed
jump
There it
was
is.
shorter than I expected. I thought it was going to be
Boom,
farther
that's nice
away.
work. That's a full clear. Does he have a full clear in the books already? We'll have to check. Yeah, he was, I think he was one of the first clears in one of the comps we've done. Might not have been in the Midwest Ninja Series. Yeah, he cleared the first MNS that we did. Who do we got on the starting platform here? Gia! Zachy, how do you think you say this last name here?
I retired from last names.
Yep,
Yeah.
understandable, man. How do you think you say it, Fiona?
Aroshidze, maybe?
I think that's a good guess.
Yeah.
Aroshidze?
Aroshidze.
Aroshidze? Aroshidze?
Really powerful swings.
Yeah, he slaughtered last comp.
Yeah.
He did great. Nice control. Smart.
Skips it.
Yep. We were thinking about that during the set too. We were looking at it and we're like, I don't know if we'll see it. But we saw it.
Now I bet he's tall enough to just reach. Yep.
Yeah. Again, dude, I mean it's tricky when you're on it too.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing anybody in this wave.
Yeah, nobody's arms are too short, I think, to make the reach.
Just a matter of getting into the position where you can actually attempt the reach.
Right. What do you think here? I think he's got the swing design to line it up.
Let's see. Oh, looks
He's
like
I
he's
don't
kicking
know.
left.
Yeah, it's just opposite of what you want. He makes it happen though. Nice job. He's doing the skip. Nicely
Nails
done.
it.
Looking confident. He might be going for Andrew's time.
Yeah, one-handing these cones.
You never answered what your favorite ice cream was, you guys.
I said I don't know. I like all of them.
You like every ice cream?
Maybe not every ice cream.
Okay.
There have been some that I haven't tried. I've never tried Rocky Road.
What?
I know.
You've never
Really?
tried Rocky Road?
Yeah.
That's it. Cut the stream. We're going out for ice cream.
I'm a big cotton candy type of guy.
Really?
I think
Okay.
I think that can be really good.
Oh, it looks like he reached the side of the board rather than reaching over. What do you do here? Go back to the ring, realign, reassess?
Yeah, I feel like you have to.
Yeah, I'd like to see him grab the top of that cat grab board, or
It's
pretty much
just-
anything except for try to pinch the side, just because it's going to be so difficult to withstand
Such
the
a-
backswing. Oh, come on, dude. Get up to the top. There he goes.
Pinch.
Boy, oh boy, did he fight for that. You can see him shaking out even on this thing. I like that he's still building swing while he shakes out.
It's a
It's fighting him
nasty
just a
pinch
little
right
bit.
there.
Yeah.
Especially being sloped down.
Yeah, exactly. Just like to see him get off of this thing. There we go. He takes the hit. That's what it's there for.
Really using that pit pillow to its fullest extent.
Yeah, he was. He has to be pumped. It's not
Yeah.
super precise, right? But it's still a little bit precise when you're pumped. He's got 10 seconds span. He's got to
He's
go.
gotta
He's given himself
go.
one backswing now. If he goes, he's got to go.
Oh,
Though. Come
he's-
on, dude, commit.
Come on.
He
come
has to reach.
on.
He has to dismount. That's
What?
it.
No.
No.
Didn't dismount. no. In the air, man. Not like this. In the air, times out. That's happened 2 or 3 times this competition. Somebody timed out in the air.
Oh, Seb missed the warped wall run.
Did he miss it? Oh, dang. There he is. You can see Bryce laughing. Is that Frankie? That's Frankie
That's
up there.
Oh,
Is Frankie competing in both divisions? Frankie's up on the warped wall. Whoops.
Seb is
There we
really
go.
struggling right now. Yeah, Fiona, you're gonna have to talk to him for us.
What do we think here? After last comp, it's really tough it's really tough to predict anything but a clear.
I mean, he's here working hard.
Yeah, he's putting in that work. Doing a lot of like the more elite obstacle tech too lately. He's been doing a lot of like cane tech, hop tech. Even this here, you know, understanding that a good pull back on the slider to give a head start on momentum. Oh, we're good like that. Fast to this point, 40 seconds.
Just bumped up to gold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wants to be possible.
The angle is just
It's the
so
angle.
bad.
What's
The
tricky
angle.
is that when you come off of the block,
Your body
you
weight.
really get the singular backswing, and it isn't enough to build to do the actual move, but it's so tempting. Just gotta wait
He
the
set up
cycle.
that link perfectly, just didn't quite commit to it.
Yeah. Still chilling, still very fast too, even with the like misfire, or even with the like backed out attempt.
Does the skip.
Yep, still fast.
Goes for the
Handful of chalk.
skip.
I mean, he's got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, he's going pretty fast.
Yeah, all kinds of time. I
And
like that he's not like sprinting in between obstacles or anything. Like he's doing the obstacles themselves really quickly. You know,
yeah.
efficient. But he's taking the long, slow breath sort of in between.
Just taking any bit of recovery.
No!
Oh!
Probably could have used maybe a crane right there, right? 1 foot on top, 1 foot on the front.
Yeah.
This is still totally fine. It sucks to expend that type of energy, right?
End of a grip obstacle.
Yeah, but other than getting to the pendulum, there's not a whole ton of like meaty grip requirements left. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
like the cones are obnoxious. They're high up. The angles are all different. Oh, what do you do here? You know what I mean?
So taxing to just have to do it.
You try to dismount early or what? What do you think? I think he waits until there's, because the pendulum is close to out of the question right now.
Yeah.
I think what he's doing is smart. Wait till you have like 25 left, and then just crush through these and secure the point to try to make sure you're in the best spot possible in the run order for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, dang.
That sucks.
Totally fine. It's still going to put him in a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll still put him in a good spot. Excellent run out of Bryce. Up next, another OA local, Amy. Look at that.
I thought Isaiah would be competing today.
He did?
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he got like
Fourth or
fourth or
fifth.
fifth maybe?
Wasn't he in the
Here we go.
11 to 13
We're up
division?
here. Amy,
Yeah, 11-13.
another finals.
I would have noticed him. He's always in orange unless he wasn't in orange.
I like that she went right
He
away.
was in orange.
I
He
know
was.
she had to have been a little nervous
Yeah.
about that. Like she is glad that that one is over. Amy, another one putting in the work. In the gym a lot. Does some coaching. Nicely done. These are all much, much bigger moves than a lot of the athletes are used to, but they've kind of been on-ramped into it. Nice save.
Nice.
We saw that all day. We saw that type. Didn't you do that too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we saw that kind of save all day.
Well, like, instead of just leaning forward to get it, like, one of my feet, they kind of, like, swung forward, and I thought I felt it scrape the ground, but it must not have.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go back and fail you if you want.
No.
Okay, just checking.
I didn't
I didn't
want
know whether you
that.
wanted us to or not.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like you wanted us to. So.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like it.
I mean, if you really want us to, we can.
Yeah, we can go
No.
back. Technician, let's go fail all Fiona's obstacles, please. Thank you.
Beep, 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 boop, beep, boop.
And failed. Here we go. Here's been the #1 headache of the day
For the adults.
for the adults.
Mostly.
I mean, she's doing? There we go. Wow, she keeps reeling it in, right there.
Mom.
I think she can still get it on this swing. Oh, the extra swing tax. Tax season, gang. We're out here getting taxed. IRS. What do? Do you take the drop? Yeah, smart. That's actually a non-rookie move, just to take that right there.
Yeah.
If you know your endurance budget, if you're starting to grind away at it, just take the fall. There we go. Lean into it and commit right here. Now we're
Oh,
talking.
perfect.
Now we're talking. Set up an infinity. Look at this. Drift off to the right. Nicely done. No! Did she step
No.
down?
No.
She's got it this time, right?
I
Oh,
hate
yeah,
it when
for
that
sure.
happens. Like, you think you got it, but your foot actually tapped down, and then you have to start the obstacle all over again.
Yep, it is rough. But here's the deal. She
She knows
can't
exactly.
get much closer than that.
She knows exactly what has to be done.
Yeah, and her infinity was super good. I think that she just maybe hung on a hair too long, maybe. Like, let go earlier to make sure you're above the block. Just got to wait a whole rotation now. Right, drift back, pull hard on the right, lâché early. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if she's got the right idea, she's going to have to whip through this and get this point. It's going to be sort of critical for run order.
Just going for
Do
the
it.
skip.
Do it.
Ah.
Do it.
I think she's.
Come on, do it. It's a good idea.
Aw.
Well, at least she eyeballed it.
Just gotta go.
Oh, she's got that. Nicely done.
And secures the point.
Yep, got the point. That point itself was really important, too, probably for run order purposes. And then time just runs out, but great job. Way to fight through the change of direction. There's another athlete. Boom. Heather is coming off of a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
She's
her-
saying, you can read her lips. She said it's scary up here.
Her son Austin qualified today.
Yep, Sebi's up there to calm her down with a ring.
But not
There we
doing a
go.
good
That's
job.
her comfort
Can't
ring.
grab
She
it.
takes that ring everywhere. Here we go.
Loaned it to us earlier today.
Boom, clean.
Austin, I believe, qualified for tomorrow.
Yes, Austin had
Earlier
a
today.
fantastic run earlier. Where did Austin put himself? Yeah, he won it.
Oh,
Or he
did?
won the qualifying round.
Full clear.
Yeah, he had like over a minute left, if I remember right.
He had a minute 4 seconds left.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Dang.
Here we go. I like that she's low on the rope. Confident feet. Boom. Boom. All right, here is where having a shoulder injury can be slightly obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know, those kind of long swings. But I do honestly think, you know, I guess everybody's recovery is a little bit different. I think after this direction change here, it'll tame down for a while. Most everything else is kind of a full body event.
Yeah, it's just gonna be this catch right here.
Yeah, the ring catch is gonna have to catch pretty locked off to kind of soften the blow.
If I ran a course after I recovered from a shoulder injury, the slider might have been a little bit of a problem, but the ring would have been a bigger problem, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you're spitting facts, homie. She takes the fall, which is okay.
It's got plenty of time.
Yeah, she said that, I was talking to her earlier, she said that she was able to hang again just kind of recently.
Already putting up just a great performance then.
Yeah, I mean, she's halfway through with just the one fall. She is lined up here. If she commits, I think she's got it. Oh, you got to commit. Still has it. Do it on the 180. This might be her last lined up swing. There we go.
Nice.
Beautiful catch, too.
Yeah, that was a nice catch. Her heart rate's got to be high right now. That was basically blind. Let's see. Okay, looks like she's trying to set an infinity up. Got to be a little bit looser on the load swing for the infinity. Just tabs down. She does have time here. This has to be a little bit longer on the infinity, probably, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Even entering the obstacle, she looks a little bit more confident. Just, oh, the direction is off because she cannot drop here without forfeiting the run. She has the two falls, so it will be curious to see. She could wait this out like she will. Just comes down. Probably battling that shoulder. Still excellent run. Way to fight. Fight through half the points. Up next, we have Ilene. Last runner. It's the last runner of the adult division, and by golly, she's earned the spot. She's earned this spot, and she's smoked this season. So we'll see. We saw clear on the men's side for the adults.
Yeah,
See if we can see one.
for the women.
I bet we can. I think,
Eileen's a pretty strong athlete.
yeah, super strong. Her and her homies opened up a climbing gym. Check that out. Big Island. That's right nearby, isn't it? You guys been over there? I haven't had a chance to yet.
No, I've been out of
It's fun.
state.
Yeah, I have to. There we go.
Oh.
Nice save. Nice save. Nice grip. There we go. Yeah, I think if she figures out this direction change and doesn't get tangled up sort of in any way, I think clears in the cards for Ilene. Oh, there we go.
Nails
Nice
that.
job. Kind of snatches it. That was the chance. She's gonna have to wait a whole rotation here, maybe even more. Nicely
Nice.
done.
Straight through.
Will
Cat
she
grab
go for
shield.
the
Cat
beta?
grab shield.
Will she not? No.
Yep, doesn't go for the skip. It has her plan. Looks like she's sticking to it.
I would honestly like to see someone go from bar to block.
Yeah, that would be cool. Not use that cat grab post.
Yeah.
Look at this heel hook. Just trying to hack the obstacle a little bit.
And yeah, these have proven to be very difficult.
Yeah. It's just
So
you can't
taxing.
you can't tell from here, but you're traveling upward the whole time. So it's just it's the camera angle, you know, because it's aimed upward, but you're traveling up pretty much the whole time. Then more direction changes. Looks like she had a plan for a head start on swing here, which is good.
Snags that ring by the fingertips.
Yep. Snag, it's a good word. You don't hear it all the time. How do you think you say this last name? That's what I thought.
Rauscher?
Nope. Anderson. That's my guess. Am I close?
I think you're on the right track.
Anderson. Nicely done. She gets the point.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, she's got time.
I think
I'd
she's
like
got
to
it.
see her just go. You know what I mean? No, not like that.
Not
Team Money, you jinxed her.
Technician T.
Technician
Ruin
T.
everything.
Commentator's
Ruins
curse.
everything.
Just gotta wait for the. There we go. Ilene. Ilene Anderson.
What the heck?
You're killing Fiona in here. It is like deceptively. It's like deceptive to. That's time. She's gonna go punch somebody in the audience at random now. Like she usually does.
I mean, she was gonna either way. So
Yeah, she was going to. No
It's
matter
probably
what.
just gonna hurt more now.
Dang, that's hard. That's hard. You know what? I can't. I've done that. I've done that exact same thing. Well, that's fantastic work at Ilene.
I mean, I think
Fantastic work at the whole crew.
secures her first.
It has to, right? So we take a look. Boom. Ilene, Amy, Carrie, Heather, and then for the dudes, Andrew, Gia, Bryce, Barty, Chris. That's that. We're gonna
qualify.
tally up some scores real quick, and then we're gonna bring the adults out for their run order. For tomorrow. So we're gonna tally some scores up, make sure everything was entered correctly, and we will be right back. Boom, here we are back. Let's see, let's head down to the floor and see what our head judge has to say about run order for the grand finale tomorrow. Starting with the gals. So you're gonna see the actual run order as they walk up. So this will be runner number 1 tomorrow for the girls. Boom, Heather, Carrie, Amy,
3.
and then another
Amy.
Amy. No shortage of Amy's. And Ilene.
And then she'll be running last.
That is the championship adult ladies division. That's what it's going to be
Yay.
for the men. Runner number 1 tomorrow is going to be Chris Johnson. And then your boy Marty. And then Mr. Bryce, Gia, and Andrew. The sole clear, I think, for the male adult division. Boom, homie. You better get with it.
Boom. You can't see me.
You can't see him.
We've always joked about
Probably
that
kind of hard
in
to
our
hide
house.
Martin. You ever have to hide him anywhere?
No.
No?
Good
Not
luck with
really.
the-
Yeah, good luck. Play hide and seek with it?
No.
Well, that's a great job. Where's our, what time we got our first elite athlete running? 8. Wow, we got time before the first runner for
Oh.
the pros.
This is high. What is high?
So we'll be back at 8, a little before 8 if you want to tune in for the pro division. The course is a little bit different than what you have observed all day.
It
So
will
you
be
hang
intense.
on. It will be intense. You hang on to those hats, tune back in, and we will see you here